Hello, welcome. This is Blockchain Bloom, the blockchain educator. And today it's a special edition because I have a guest today from the channel Breaking Free. He's Sabi. Sabi, how are you?
I'm very well. Thank you very much. And thank you for allowing me to be in here. Thank you for the invite. Yeah, better and better. Couple of days which were harder a bit due to illness, and I know that you also had the same, but now everything is back on track.
Yes, maybe it's a crypto illness. We all get it, but it just takes a couple of days. I'm already feeling better and energetic, and you recovering as well. So this is awesome. We have planned this, by the way, this kind of discussion already, but this was the day when actually the illness for me hit, and that's the reason why we couldn't do it on the original date. So what we have today, it's special because I think it's very important to get other people's opinion as well. You know, you can hear me here every single day, my personal opinion and all these kind of things. But it's great to have someone else and have actually a real conversation about the situation, what actually we have right now on the market. And we plan this in a way that Sabi will also bring us a topic, which we're going to discuss in the second part of this video. And then we're going to continue on his channel, which is the Breaking Free. So the link for his channel and the video, what we're going to record, it's just down here. So you can just click on it and continue. And don't forget also hit the like button here and also there and follow Sabi, because he also making very great videos for you guys, so you can just learn from it. Okay, but now for start, let's get into the market a little bit, because it's a great opportunity for me to ask you, what is your personal view on the market, what we're witnessing right now? We can see Bitcoin actually holding itself pretty well. Yesterday, we went a little bit down, but then we today recovered. And since November, actually, we are in the downtrend, if you're looking at the big picture. So you can go even a little bit back in date. It's up to you. So how you see the whole market right now?
Well, to be honest, it is very stable for me. I mean, going from 47 to 44, it's not a big jump, but I can sense and I can see also my audience and also on Twitter, for example, that people's sentiment, the crypto community sentiment, is very, very fragile these times. And I would say it's because last year's let's not say pump and dump, but we did have very big volatilities. And now every time Bitcoin goes down 2, 3, maybe 5%, then the bearish people come on Twitter and they say, yes, I told you that we are going to go down and 20K is the next one. But for me, this price is very stable and it's very healthy, because it was a bit choppy, let's say, but for me, this is a flat correction. I think we can say that for 5 days, maybe we are at the 45, 46, maybe 47 zone. And it was something to expect because we hit the 200-day moving average. And I know that many people don't really believe in the trading analysis, but if many people believes it, then it makes sense. Obviously, it's psychological. So I was expecting this. I was expecting Bitcoin to correct after a 30% rally, because we just can't go up vertically. And maybe that parabolic run, if it will be, I don't think that we will have I don't know, 300-400% parabolic run only green. I think that's out of questions right now. But for a stable climb, let's say a stable upward direction, we do need these type of corrections, and the flat corrections are the best one, because people are not shaken out, let's say. It is something we can digest and the community can digest. And yeah, from there up only, because we can see that people are buying up Bitcoin. We can't really deny that.
So are you positive now that in the next couple of weeks or months, put it this way, we're rather going to witness an upward trend rather than a sideways and continuously downward trend?
Yes, I am. And this is the combination of what things are happening. And it is supply demand. You also talked about Terra, for example, which is I wouldn't like to, I don't want to take it as a big investor, right? It is a big accumulation from their side, the hype is not there, therefore we don't have the rally. But in the meantime, so many things are happening in this world, and right now we have good news. Now, yeah, the Europe non-custodial wallets, let's say bad news happened, but also the POV stays, so on, so on. So I think at this moment we have much more or much better position from outsiders, if you can say, than we had last year. And I think at this moment we only need to wait. Let's not panic. Let's not be impatient. Let's just wait it out and see where we are going. But the supply is going down, the demand is there, and that is a very simple formula.
That's true. You think that the majority of the people who are a bit more weak hands, put it this way, have they been shaken out already because of these kind of up and down movements recently? Or you think there could be, if we drop further down, for instance, if this is of course a question mark, then it still can continue a continuous sell-off, for example?
I think the weekends. So I think we have two types of weekends: weekends who were shaken out, and weekends who became, let's say, medium strong hands.
Okay.
Because this kind of volatility also strengthens people. I could say that that many people, yes, a lot of people were shaken out. I'm sure about that, and that mostly happened last year in May. That was the big expectation of Bitcoin going to 100, 200, 300 million, because that's what came from the media towards everyone. And I think at that minus 50 was 50-60%, something like
kinda.
that, when we dropped to below 30, that shook out a lot of hands. But those who, let's say, stood there and stayed and held their Bitcoin with a lot of pain, I would like to add, in the next drop, at the next 40% drop, which was when it was November, December, that's when we came down from the 70 to the 40 again. Yes. I think the sellout or the shakeout would have been much smaller. That is what I could see from the comments, from the interactions. Many more people said that, yeah, we went down again. It is what it is. I didn't see that much panic as I saw in May. That is why my theory. I don't have exact numbers, but this is my theory.
Actually, when the May kind of things, it was really very much crypto related, because the main problem was that China banned crypto mining, and people actually didn't know how it will affect the whole crypto market. Can actually Bitcoin survive? Because we could see the hash rate dropping significantly. On the other hand, we had a V-shaped recovery after it. The November one, it's a different kind of issue, because here we're facing in general economic problem. We see the inflation numbers pretty bad, and the whole thing what actually the world is witnessing because of the pandemic situation. So this is the main reason why we actually go, because of the Fed and all these other things. So it's not that much crypto related. And the bonus, which came obviously this year, is the war situation, which actually just pushed it further down. However, I have to say that if you're looking at how significant problem this war issue is between Ukraine and Russia, Bitcoin is holding itself quite well. So it could be much worse if something like this hit in the past. On the other hand, now Bitcoin is holding itself pretty well, in my opinion.
I agree. I did expect Bitcoin to drop to 20K. I was very bearish when the war hit, and I was very bearish for the stock market as well, because I'm in stock market as well, and I have to add here that when the stock market fell, I mean, we could see Facebook, PayPal, and the big stocks fell 20-30%, which is huge. That is 80% in crypto measurement, let's say.
Yes.
And nothing really happened with Bitcoin and with crypto. Yes, we did have a correction, but it is pretty stable. I think that is a very good one. And yes, just to add to your previous sentence that the reason was different for the correction, I think after the drop in May, after the drop in May, people really started. Those who had and didn't say that, okay, I'm done with crypto. Those who wanted to have some Bitcoin, they started to study a bit. They started to look at the news, to listen to other people, and you just can't avoid the information to get to you about the economy, for example. And when the information gets to you and you just understand what is happening, then these type of correction are more bearable. Let's say you can you just accept it easier because you know that it had to come down. Now it is going up. So yeah.
Yes, you always have to kind of zoom out and look at the big picture and understand the whole fundamentals of it and why you're actually here. And if you have a good understanding, then you understand that this kind of volatility right now actually belongs to the crypto market, and you have to hate it or love it, but it goes with it.
And we have to understand, without this volatility, we wouldn't make this kind of profits.
Sure. So it's actually it's for us. On the other, just one thing, you have to take out profit in the right time and actually add to it a little bit, then buy when again in the right time. And even if it sounds always very simple, this is the hardest part of it.
Yes, and sometimes it's harder to sell than to buy in red, I would add.
Yes, because we are human.
The greed is always
it's
there.
in everyone. I think this is the reason why you really have to have a strong strategy, which you actually build in advance and not in the last minute, and hold to it and not let your emotions get over it and influence you that much. And I think this comes to people with experience, with bad decisions and time, until you really calm down and you can do it this way. I think it's very normal that people at the beginning, and everybody, just because you're humans and we act like human, we make these kind of mistakes, and you need the time and your development period to reach the point when you can make more rational decisions and really believe in your strategy. Because even if you have it, but you don't believe in it, it's really hard to follow it in difficult times.
Yes. Discipline and patience is, I think it's key. And not just crypto, every trade, any trade.
Yes, exactly. Or not even, for that matter, any other thing, what you're doing.
Yeah.
It could be your business, whatever.
Even if you open a company, I don't know, ice cream shop, patience and discipline is very important anywhere in life. But here in crypto is just, I think it's on the second power or the third.
Yes, it's hyped up, definitely.
Yes.
Okay, and you have a great topic for us today. And it's all about that we do know how UK handled recently crypto, how approached crypto. And now it's like a big turn in the story, and it took a different approach a little bit. So tell me about details, please.
Yeah, it's I think we can call it a change of heart, because I was living there, so I felt on my skin, to be honest, how was UK's position. Because in 2020 we were buying Bitcoin or whatever crypto we wanted from Binance, for example, with my Lloyd's card.
Right.
And I just want to add here that Lloyd's is pretty neutral. Okay, it's not the first who bans stuff, and it's not the first which opens up to new opportunities. So I can say not too conservative, not too liberal, however we want to call it. And at one point last year, beginning of the year, I just got a message that you cannot buy any crypto assets with your card, with my UK card. And I couldn't withdraw any money, so we had to go around with Revolut, with SEPA and stuff like that, just to get out some money. And this went on. We got used to it, found other alternatives, and they just posted all the news that how bad is crypto, how they want to protect investors, how they are not gonna allow anybody to buy crypto because it is the devil. And I just want to mention here, because that was very annoying for me, that in the UK, the sports betting is untaxed and has no limit. So it was a bit of a hypocrisy for me that you cannot invest in crypto, which, yes, it is risky. I mean, let's say it, but sports betting is not. So obviously they yeah, it was new. They were conservatives. They didn't want to deal with it, and they also saw that China is banning it, US is against it, Europe has no idea what to do with it, so on, so on. Just recently, I got a message from Binance that now you can buy again crypto with your Lloyd's card. I was okay. That is interesting. I said, yeah. I saw the news that okay, now you can buy, but with some kind of regulations, so on, so on. And since then, and I'm not lying, I think once or twice, at least once a week, I get a notification for Binance that one of the crypto assets is paired with GBP, with the English pound, meaning that I don't have to buy stablecoin. I can buy small altcoins directly with GBP, which is a big thing, because before that I could only buy Bitcoin and Ethereum and USDT. Therefore, they are really opening up now, and that is a big change of heart. Also, now they want to mint NFTs, and I want to compare this here a bit, because on the blockchain conference we both were there. There, I learned that the national bank, the MNB, the Hungarian National Bank, is testing with NFTs. Right. In the meantime, we have the US again open. Crypto is not that bad. Everything is okay. So on, so on. And we can see a pattern here, because these news always, all the bad news come at one time and all the good news are coming at one time. So I am thinking that they are looking at each other, and at the first they say, okay, they said it's risky, probably it is risky, let's just ban it. And then when they open up, hey, they will get away from us, we will be at disadvantage with the technology. So what to do? Let's open up again. And it is just annoying sometimes, but I think we passed the step, let's say, or the level where they call Bitcoin payment for illicit activities, for example. And now they do want to somehow make a profit from the technology and from the tradings. Because let's just say it, after the pandemic, after the inflation, after everything, the treasuries are empty, right? Because they just gave out a lot of money, helping people, helping businesses. They printed out a lot of money and they gave it away that as well. Now it has less value. Now they want something to fill it out. So what is better? If there are millions of people who are trading crypto, and let's just say that comparing to stocks, as I said before, the profits are way higher, therefore the taxes are higher as well. And in the UK, if you have an income of more than £55,000 per year, the tax is already at around 25-30%, something like that. That means that also from your profit, you need to pay it in, and you have to pay it every year. It's not like when you only withdraw it. You have to pay it every year. And therefore, I think this is one thing which is behind that, the tax and how much money we can make out of this. And the other one is that let's not get behind Europe and the US, because we want to be leader and we want to be on the edge of the technology. So yeah, it's a very interesting change of heart, and it is obviously a good thing for us because it's adoption and expansion.
Yes, I think we really like these kind of changes. Who are actually for crypto. And it was very sad to see all this kind of regulations, everything, and the approach what the UK had recently from banks, from HSBC, from all the others. And now it's looking that it's going in the good direction for us. And yes. At the end of the day, we have to see that since I think 2020, in general, we have a totally different approach in the world for crypto. And I mean here, the institutional investors, how they getting into the crypto, one by one after each other. The leader, really, MicroStrategy, who started this investment and actually announced it to the world back in 2020 in August. That was the first step they made, and they since continuously doing so. And then we had others like, Square, Tesla, you name it. And then we have now the banks also saying that, okay, they would like to do, crypto custody, or they actually any kind of crypto services, because they realize that they see where the money is transferring from bank, and they saying that, hey, Somebody sent the money to Coinbase, to Binance from us, and we're not having it anymore. So, and they do know that not everybody is that keen on crypto that they would like to really dig into it and have really a cryptocurrency exchange account and have a hardware wallet and take the responsibility to look after the crypto. So there is definitely a gap where people would like to get into crypto, but they would trust the bank because this is the way they're doing for the last, I don't know how many years. And they say, okay, I just keep it in the bank, just as I used to with my fiat money. But now they do crypto. So I'm actually in it, but I don't have to be worried about it. I'm not saying that this is the best way to do it, because probably we would like to do it and we are doing it in a different way, but it's definitely, there's a need for it. And anyway, at the end of the day, it's good for crypto because more people will be in it. It's getting stronger. It's getting more mainstream. And with that, more money will flow into it, which will help bring up the prices, which will be better hedge against inflation. So, you know, it all builds up. And the UK actually is an important country, in my opinion, not as big as the United States, obviously, but not compared to that. But to be for it rather than against it, and more countries following it, because then again, it's a great example. They say, well, look at, they were totally against it. Now they changed their mind. So why I'm against it if I'm another country now in this case? And then they're saying, okay, the US is for it, the UK is for it. And okay, let's join the game, because as you said, that what they really afraid of, that I'm totally left out. And the gap between them who are really developing and investing and all these things, we will be way behind them. And nobody wants to be a loser, especially when things are getting clear. And I think in the next couple of years, regulation is the key. So when we clear the whole map, how you can do it, because we're not saying now that crypto is a bad thing and we should ban it and avoid it like it used to be just back in 2017. Now the new way is to how to regulate it. But when we're talking about regulation, we're talking about how we can implement it in our financial system, and we're not talking about how do we go against it. And after, I think, regulation will be clear, then everybody who was afraid until now that I'm not doing it because it's shaky, when it's clear, then they say, okay, let's get into it because my fiat money is just inflating like hell. I need something against inflation. And it looks like many people doing this. Now it's regulated, so let's go for it.
Yeah, I totally agree. And now they just, I think they just got from the point that we don't understand it and we don't want anything to do with it, to the point that we kind of understand it and we want to understand it more. And I just want to mention here that in the tweet where they said that, okay, we are gonna implement stablecoins in the UK payment regulation. The picture in the tweet is about Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Litecoin, Zcash, and none of them is stablecoin. So now it's unclear whether the picture is correct and they want to implement crypto into the regulation or the stablecoin. So yeah, we will wait for development.
Or they still don't understand what's going on and they're just posting widely.
yeah, they are just FOMOing, but that's good for us.
Okay, and anyway, it's good for us. Okay, I think, yeah, okay, thanks a lot. I think we discussed everything what we wanted. Guys, leave a comment under below and also hit the like button if you would like this kind of collaboration continue in the future, because this was like a pilot version for us to start with it and see how you would like it, that you know, someone else is on the channel and we are going to discuss, and then for that you have obviously then more opportunities you can hear. I think this is just a good thing. So leave a comment below, and also don't forget that click on the link, because this story is going to continue on the Breaking Free channel with Sabi and me. This will be the second part. Thanks for being here, and hopefully then we will obviously continue, but definitely then see you on your channel in a second.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, have a good one. Bye-bye. See you guys.
You too. Bye.